What's going on, everybody? Back in the shop. As you can see, I have broke the pull rope on the 185s. So we're about to change this out. I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing you need, 8mm socket, 1/4 inch ratchet. Going to remove the bolts that hold the housing on for your recoil starter. Once you get the bolts removed, that'll just slide right off. So I broke this thing about 3 or 4 times already, so I just went to Home Depot and bought a 50-foot section of 3/16 inch rope. First thing you're going to do, remove this clip here. Get you a screwdriver. Slide that clip out of the way. Push down on this because it's got a spring in there and it could all fly out on you. Be very careful when taking that off. You'll remove this spring here. Remove these little springs that hold these wings in there, I call them. And slide this washer out. Slide this cover off. It's got your gasket on it. And then you can slide this out. Be careful when you remove this because your coil spring in there could unwind on you and that'll be a mess to get back in there. Next thing we're going to do is pull all of our rope that's tore up. Try to get it out. And then our knot that holds it in is on the inside. If we can get in there and get it out, just like that, just feed it back through. Next thing we want to do, take our new rope, kind of stretch it out here, the length of the old rope. Maybe leave just a little bit more. Next thing we'll do, we'll take and burn the ends of these so they won't fray. If I can find a lighter. I don't know. I ain't got a lighter, so we're just going to use this. Just burn the ends. So we're going to feed this rope through the inside, through the outside, back to the inside. And we're just going to make a couple knots. Pull those tight. And then just like that right there, it'll hang just like that. So you got this little notch right here. It needs to match up with this little section right here on this spring. So when you put it in there, you can twist it this way and it'll coil that spring up. Next thing we're going to do is we got a little notch here. We're going to spin this notch until it meets up with our rope. And it'll sit, our rope will sit in this notch right here, and then we'll start coiling our rope, coiling our spring up. You want to do this several times, get that spring good and wound up. Otherwise, when you go to pull your starter, your rope won't go back in smooth. So once we feed our rope back through this hole on the housing of the starter, we can feed it up through our handle and just tie a knot off on there and stick that back down in there and put our cap back on. And then we can ease off of this starter and it'll all roll back up in there. Just like that. Alright, so be extra careful when you're doing this, putting it back together. Keep a little tension on this because we don't want this to fly out and our spring come unwound. I'm going to slide this washer back down. I'm going to put our spring back in. We'll take our little wings, set those back in there. And then once those get back in there, we can put our little springs that hold these closed. Once we get our little wing set back in there, we'll take our top cover and be careful about it, but we're going to slide it back down on here. Set it on there easy and push down. Put our washer back on. And then we can slide our clip back on. Just like that. Now these little wings, they'll open up. So that lets you know that it's back together right. And then we'll set this back on there and bolt it back up and give her a pull. Set our cover back on. All right, we got this cover back on there. We'll go ahead and give it a quick test pull and fire it up. And if everything's put together like it should be, it should coil back up without any issues. All right, it's fixed, easy as that. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions or anything, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. And y'all keep an eye out for the next video. Thank y'all.